a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy.
Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency TV series. Dirk Gently's Holistic Detective Agency is a BBC America comic science fiction detective television series created and primarily written by Max Landis. The 2 seasons are adapted from the novel series of the same name by Douglas Adams. The series is co-produced and distributed by BBC America and Netflix, along with AMC Studios, Ideate Media and IDW Entertainment. Filming primarily took place in Vancouver, British Columbia. The series features an ensemble cast including Samuel Barnett as the holistic detective, Dirk Gently and Elijah Wood as his reluctant sidekick Todd. Other main cast members include Hannah Marks as Todd's sister Amanda, Jade Eshete as security officer Farah Black, Fiona Douriff as holistic assassin Bart, and Mpho Koaho as computer technician Ken. The first season is set in Seattle, Washington, whilst the second season is set in the fictional town of Bergsberg, Montana. The 8-episode first season premiered on BBC America on October 22, 2016 to positive reviews, before concluding on December 10, 2016. All episodes were made available on Netflix on December 11, 2016. On November 21, 2016, BBC America renewed the series for a 10-episode second season which premiered on 14 October 2017. Following the broadcast of the second season finale, BBC America announced the show's cancellation. A Change.org petition for Season 3 renewal was launched soon after the cancellation, amid calls for Netflix to continue production without BBC America as a co-producer. Premise: the show is based around the eccentric Dirk Gently, who claims to be a holistic detective, investigating obscure cases based on the interconnectivity of all things. During the first season he befriends Todd and Farah Black, who help him with his cases. Dirk's past is linked with Project Blackwing, a secret CIA project to evaluate subjects with strange abilities. Dirk is not only followed by agents of Blackwing trying to recapture him, but also by Bart, another Blackwing subject who considers herself a holistic assassin and believes she is destined to kill Dirk. Season 1, 2016. Bellboy Todd, while tasked to check in on the hotel's penthouse suite, is disturbed when he sees himself talking to an unknown person. When the elevator briefly stops on one of the hotel's floors, when he reaches the penthouse, he is shocked to discover that its guest, the wealthy Patrick Spring, and other unknown men have been brutally murdered, seemingly by a large animal. Based on the damage to the room, Todd becomes a person of interest in the investigation when he is later met by Dirk Gently, who forcefully injects himself into Todd's life. Dirk claims to be a holistic detective, and that he was hired by Patrick to investigate his murder, and drags Todd into being his assistant in his investigation. Along the way, they are joined by Farah Black, Patrick's bodyguard, who had been taken captive during Patrick's murder while she was trying to find Patrick's missing daughter, Lydia. Their investigation revolves around a machine created by 19th-century inventor Zachariah Webb. Zachariah's invention enables the souls of 2 bodies to be swapped, and can allow one to travel through time. However, one of Zachariah's tests resulted in the machine falling forward in time to the 1960s, where it was found by a group of hippies. Initially using the soul swapping to create trans-extensional experiences with zoo animals, the hippies start using the machine to transfer souls with influential people, gaining wealth and power, and becoming the cult Men of the Machine. In the present, this cult is led by Gordon Rimmer, In the days prior to Patrick's murder, Lydia Spring had figured out a connection between her family and Gordon, and accosted him about it, but instead he abducted her, swapped her soul with that of a corgi, and planned to use Lydia to coerce Patrick into giving up his other machine. Through clues left by Patrick, who is in fact Zachariah Webb traveling in time, Dirk and Todd find the machine and escape from Gordon by traveling back in time to just before Patrick's murder. They encounter a figure in clockwork armor, who is revealed to be another version of Patrick from 2001, who traveled forward in time to recover his initial machine from the men of the machine. They, however, go separate ways, hoping to stop Gordon. At the penthouse, the Patrick in the clockwork armor disrupts the meeting. A cat, whose soul had been transferred with that of a shark, gets loose, and the shark's soul psychokinetically attacks everyone present, killing the present Patrick and some of Gordon's cult. As Dirk, Todd, and the armored Patrick flee the hotel, Todd recognizes the conversation he had seen himself in previously. Later they encounter an earlier version of Dirk, and the present version provides his earlier self with cryptic clues to direct him to meet with Todd and solve the case. Now aware that he will be killed in the future and of Lydia's plight, Patrick returns to 2001 to bury the machine for Dirk and Todd to find, and set up events so that he can assure Dirk will take Patrick's case and save Lydia. With help of Farah, Todd's sister Amanda, Bart Kurlish and her companion Ken, and the Rowdy Three, Dirk and Todd are able to stop Gordon and the men of the machine from using Zachariah's device further, leading to the cult members' deaths, while returning Lydia to her body before they return the repaired machine to Zachariah Webb in the 19th century. Dirk sets up his holistic detective agency with Todd and Farah. As the last episode closes, government agents working for the secret Blackwing project, of which Dirk and several others were once a part, converge on and capture Dirk, Bart, and Ken, and are closing in on Amanda and the Rowdy Three. Meanwhile, Todd, who had faked having pararabilitis for several years as to be sympathetic for Amanda, suddenly finds himself having a real incident of pararabilitis. Season 2, 2017. Todd and Farah, on the run from the FBI, end up in the rural town of Bergsberg, Montana while searching for Dirk, who has been captured by Project Blackwing, a secret government organization studying people with strange talents. Blackwing has also captured 3 of the Rowdy Three, with Amanda and Vogel searching for them, and Ken, whom Bart is along searching for. Dirk meets some of the other subjects in Blackwing, including Project Moloch, a man that has been in a coma for years, and Mona Wilder, a holistic actress with shape-shifting abilities. Mona tells Dirk to find the boy, and teleports him to Bergsberg, where he reunites with his friends. Sergeant Friedkin, currently in charge of Blackwing, gets Ken's help to review old files related to Blackwing and Bergsberg, but Ken uses the opportunity to usurp power from the dim-witted Friedkin. Dirk, Todd, and Farah befriend Sheriff Sherlock Hobbs and Deputy Tina Tevertino, and learn that the town had an unusual electrical surge in 1967, which caused the disappearance of Hector and Marina Cardenas, along with their son Arnold. Dirk suspects this is the boy he must find. They meet Pantotros, a man who claims to have come from the world of Wendemore, a fantasy land, and who is seeking a man named Dirk Gently, who will find the boy to help fulfill a prophecy to save the warring families of Wendemore from an evil mage and his newly found apprentice. While they investigate, the mage has arrived in Bergsberg, and his apprentice's wand has fallen into the hands of depressed soccer mom Susie Borton, who learns how to use it to better herself and kill those that she despises. Dirk and his allies search the Cardenas home to find that it contains a fantastical pocket dimension. and a portal to Wendemore itself. Eventually their investigation leads them to find Arnold, who had changed his identity after the 1967 event. Arnold is prepared to tell them what happened before he is killed by the power-hungry Susie. While Farah, Sherlock, and Tina try to deal with the mage, Dirk and Todd travel to Wendemore to try to understand how it is connected to Bergsberg. Amanda and Vogel also travel there, when Amanda's budding psychic powers are triggered when they are cornered by Mr. Priest, a bounty hunter working for Blackwing. While there, Amanda meets the forest witch Wakti Wapnasi, who had given Mpho the prophecy, and is trained by Wakti to locate and bring the other Rowdy Three to Wendemore, helping to fend off forces loyal to the mage. Dirk concludes that Wendemore was created by Moloch back in 1967. Prior, the Cardenas had found Moloch as an infant on a boat that mysteriously appeared in Bergsberg in the 1950s, but soon learned that he had the ability to alter reality while dreaming. That caused them to be put under investigation by Blackwing's predecessor. The stress of this led to Marina considering selling the farm to the Kellum Corporation, but Hector refused, and in a struggle Marina accidentally stabbed and killed Hector in front of Arnold and the boy. The boy fainted, his dreams leading to Hector and Marina's disappearance. Shortly thereafter, Arnold called Blackwing to have them pick up Moloch. Frightened, the boy fell into a coma, and created the electrical surge, which Dirk likens to the Big Bang that created Wendemore from the boy's dreams. Now, with the mage and Susie threatening both worlds, Moloch unconsciously ceded Dirk's name to Wakti and Mona, leading to the present events. Meanwhile, Susie has entered Wendemore, usurped the mage's troops, and sent them to attack Dirk and his allies. The Rowdy Three, along with Mpho and Bart, help to slow them down. Farah, Sherlock, and Tina end up killing the mage in Bergsberg. Dirk returns to Blackwing with Amanda's and Todd's help to stop the mage's forces, now loyal to Susie, from killing Moloch. Amanda and Todd briefly find themselves in a space between the realities of Bergsberg and Wendemore that explains Dirk's holistic nature and how everything is connected. Dirk and Mona rescue Moloch and bring him back to Wendemore, where he returns to being a young boy. He removes Susie's powers and imprisons her, and starts to restore Wendemore to how he had crafted it, including resurrecting those killed by the mage's forces. After thanking them for their help, the boy returns Dirk, Todd, Amanda, Mona and the Rowdy Three to Bergsberg. Amanda decides to stay with the Rowdy Three to help watch for other people targeted by Blackwing, while Dirk, Todd, and Farah set up a permanent home for the Dirk's detective agency. Unaware Mona has followed them. Bart asks to be returned to Blackwing, but is dismayed to learn Ken has taken over as the facility's manager and plans to leave her a prisoner at a study. Friedkin ends up in the space between realities and comes to an epiphany. Reception. The first season received positive reviews from critics. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 72% approval rating based on 25 reviews, with an average rating of 6.54/10. The site's consensus reads, "Odd and ambitious." Dirk Gently's holistic detective agency sometimes overdoses on pure weirdness, but offers absurdist rewards to those who stick with it. On Metacritic, the first season has a score of 62 out of 100 based on 14 reviews, indicating generally favorable reviews. The second season was also received favorably. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 100% approval rating based on 7 reviews, with an average rating of 7.33/10. However, its viewership was down from the first season, averaging less than 250,000 views per episode compared to 287,000 per episode from Season 1. It is believed these numbers, which were slightly lower than fellow BBC programme Orphan Black, led the choice for the network to cancel the show.
Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?